Today's documentary, Ibn Battuta's China, Truth or Fiction? The blade pressed against his throat. The bandit's eyes were cold, and Ibn Battuta realized no one in the world knew where he was. Here, in the tangled mangrove swamps of Sumatra, his Moroccan robes, long, flowing, and stained from travel, marked him as a foreigner, a target. His dark eyes darted, searching for escape. The smell of damp earth and decay filled his nostrils. He had survived deserts, shipwrecks, and the courts of volatile sultans. But this was the end. It began in Tangier in 1325. A young man of 21, with olive-brown skin and a restless heart, kissed his mother goodbye. Dressed in simple woolen robes, a neatly wrapped turban, and leather sandals already worn from the streets of his hometown, he set out for Mecca. But one journey became another, and another. By the time he stood before Sultan Muhammad bin Tughlaq in Delhi a decade later, he had sworn a private oath to see the edge of the world. China. Delhi was a court of shadows. The Sultan appointed him a judge, a position of honor. But Ibn Battuta witnessed executions on a whim. Friends vanished. The heat was oppressive, the intrigue suffocating. He described it in his Rila. Fear was our constant companion. His hands trembled as he wrote those words. For the first time, the scholar from Tangier felt a deep, gnawing loneliness. Thousands of miles from home. No family, no friends. Just a stranger in a land that could turn on him in an instant. He fled, joining a merchant caravan to the coast. The desert tested him. Sandstorms erased the path. The sun was a hammer on his turban. Thirst became a living thing in his throat. He saw men collapse, left for the vultures. His own leather sandals frayed, his robes tore. Why had he left? What was he searching for? The questions haunted him under the stars. The answer, he believed, lay across the sea. In 1342, he boarded a ship in Cambay, bound for the Maldives. The stench of rotting fish and tar filled the air. The creak of the ship's timbers sounded like bones breaking. Then, pirates. They swarmed the vessel at dawn, knives gleaming. Ibn Battuta hid among the cargo sacks, praying silently. He survived, but the captain was dead. The ship drifted, lost. For 3 days, they had no water. In the Maldives, he married into power, became a chief judge. But wanderlust was a fever. He set sail for Ceylon, climbing Adam's Peak. Then to Bengal. Each port brought new dangers. In Chittagong, he fell ill with a burning fever. Hallucinations haunted him. He saw the blue doors of his home in Tangier, his mother's face. He wept. The tough scholar was just a man, scared and alone. He recovered. The call of China grew louder. He joined a massive Chinese junk, part of a merchant fleet from Sumatra. The monsoon winds hit like a fist. The ship climbed waves as high as minarets, then plunged into valleys of black water. Ibn Battuta clung to the rail, his robes soaked, his turban unraveling. The salt stung his eyes. The wood groaned like a dying animal. In that moment, he knew, if he drowned here, no one would ever find his body. No one in Morocco would know how his story ended. Land. Chuanzhou, 1345. A city of miracles. He stepped onto the dock, his dark eyes wide. Ships larger than any in the Mediterranean, with gardens on their decks. The air smelled of spices and salt. He met a Moroccan merchant, Al-Bushri, who welcomed him with tears. He wrote of porcelain so delicate it rang like bells, of silk so fine it felt like air against his skin. He described paper money. They buy and sell with pieces of paper, and coal, the black stone that burned. Details only an eyewitness would know. But doubt whispers. He traveled to Kambalik, Beijing, to see the Great Khan. Historians would later freeze. His words echoed Marco Polo's account. The similarities were striking. Too close. Was Ibn Battuta actually there? Or was he weaving together tales from other travelers in smoky portside inns? He died in 1369. His story, a ripple across centuries. For us, the mystery endures. Truth or fiction? Perhaps, in the end, it doesn't matter. Ibn Battuta's journey is a testament to the human hunger for the horizon, a ghost story written in the sand, forever daring us to believe. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please subscribe to our channel. We bring you fascinating documentaries on history, science, civilizations, mysteries, and the untold stories that shaped our world. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a new release. See you in the next one.